How's it going, guys? Eric here from Techisode TV, and in today's Techisode we're going to be doing an unboxing and initial setup of the Samsung Gear S. This was just released in the United States today, and I was fortunate enough to get my hands on the only one within a 20-mile radius of where I live, so I'm pretty pumped about that. I picked this up at AT&T for $300 without a contract, but I could have also gotten it for $200 with a 2-year contract. But I'm not sure if I want to keep this for 2 years and keep paying that monthly rate, so I decided to just buy it outright and not have to worry about that at all. Alright, let's get to the unboxing. So we're going to pull the top cover off here. We're going to be met with a quick guide from AT&T. This just goes over how to set it up, how to turn it on, all the basic features, but I'll be covering all of that in my videos, so no need to worry about that. Then we've got the Gear S itself. Awesome. We're going to be getting to this a little bit later, so I'm going to be setting it to the side for now. We've got another box in here. Let's open this up. So we have a little tool to help you get the SIM card out. We have the charging cradle. We have the wall adapter. And we have a little booklet here that goes over the health, safety, and warranty information. So that's the unboxing aspect of it. Now let's take a closer look. Taking a closer look at the Gear S, we see that it has a plastic cover around it. Just pull this tab here and the front comes off. Then pull the tab on the back side and you're done. There's also one more sticker here to pull off. To release the clasp, simply pull out. Then it just snaps back on like this. Pretty simple. On the front you've got your ambient light and UV sensors as well as your home button. Flipping over to the back, you have your nano SIM slot as well as your heart rate monitor and charging/USB contacts. To get into the nano SIM slot, you'll need the nano SIM tool. You could use your fingernail, but the cover's on pretty tight, so I recommend using this. There's a lip on the tool. You simply insert that lip into the slot for the nano SIM card and pry it open gently. The cover will come loose and you can just take it off the rest of the way with your fingers. To remove the nano SIM from the holder, just push the corner of the SIM removal tool into the groove at the base of the nano SIM and pry gently. The nano SIM will pop loose and you can swap it out with whichever nano SIM you want. Let me try this on now and see how it fits. Just pull the clasp out, slide it on, and press the clasp back into place. Don't press directly downward on your wrist, instead press almost at an angle towards the bottom of the Gear S. If the watch is too big or too small, take the watch off and locate this silver pin. Just pull this pin out and you'll be able to slide the metal clasp up or down the band as needed. Then press the pin back into place when you're finished making your adjustments. Before we get into the initial setup, let's take a look at the charging cradle. This is not just a dock that allows you to use a micro USB cable to charge your Gear S. This is also a standalone 350 mAh battery pack that can be used to charge your Gear S on the go. To connect it to your Gear S, just line up the contacts and snap it into place. A blue LED will turn on for a few seconds, letting you know that it is properly connected and charging. There are 3 colors that the charging cradle LED can be: red, green, and blue. Red means that the charging cradle isn't fully charged. Blue either means that the charging cradle is fully charged or that you've connected your Gear S to it and it has begun charging the Gear S. And I'm not entirely sure what green means. I tried charging the Gear S to 100% to see if the LED would turn green, but it never did. So the green LED may just be used for diagnostics or to provide data transfer information when you have the Gear S plugged into your computer. It's also important to know that the charging cradle can be charged independently of the Gear S. So, you can charge the cradle while you're sleeping with a watch on to track your sleep. Then you could use the cradle to charge your watch in your bag on the way to class or on the way to work. I'll cover the charging cradle along with the battery life and the charge time of the Gear S in great detail in another video. Here is the first power on. You're greeted with a Gear S logo followed by the same Samsung logo found on the Note 4. Then a welcome screen. And finally, the setup screen. I tried a number of things to set this watch up without pairing it to a phone, but had no luck, so you absolutely need to have a Samsung phone to set this up for the first time. I didn't have a non-Samsung phone to test out, but when I get my hands on one, I'll let you know if there's any way to pair that with the Gear S. To set this up, you first need to download the Samsung Gear Manager app from the Samsung App Store. Make sure that the logo for the app on the phone matches the logo shown on the watch because there are some similarly named apps that won't help with the setup process. Once downloaded, open the app. If your Gear S is on, then you should see it pop up here in the Available Devices section. Just tap the name to pair the devices. The phone will send a request to pair with the Gear S. Just tap OK on the Gear S, then again on the Samsung smartphone to finish pairing. At this point, your phone will start installing any extra software it needs to communicate properly with your Gear S. You'll then get a few user agreements and legal notices to accept. Once you're done signing your life away, you'll finally get to the fun stuff. At this point, your Gear S is ready to start playing with, and the rest of the setup process can wait for another time if you so choose. If you want to continue the setup, then this is where you get to choose which notifications you'll get on the Gear S. The list here is huge, and from what I can tell, it looks like any app that can give you a notification on your phone can also give you a notification on your Gear S. Once you're done picking your notifications, you can set up call forwarding. Here's the interesting part. The Gear S needs its own unique phone number separate from your current phone number. What this means is that if you decided not to do call forwarding, then every time you made a call with the Gear S, the person you were calling would see the Gear S's phone number, not your own. By turning call forwarding on, you essentially keep your normal phone number for both the Gear S and the phone. At this next screen, you'll need to set your Gear S's phone number so that your phone will know where to forward the calls to. After you set your Gear S's phone number, just tap Turn On to finish the process. The phone will send a call forwarding request to your carrier, and you'll get an update on your Gear S when the process is finished. Once you get that notification, you can back out of the call forwarding menu. When you do that, you'll get another pop-up. This time, it's for the Day 1 update. This update adds auto call forwarding, which means your Gear S will automatically switch from handling calls via Bluetooth to handling calls via a carrier network when you disconnect the Gear S from your phone, or if you walk too far away and the Bluetooth signal can't reach far enough. This update also adds some other nice features that you can read at the bottom of the phone screen. When you're ready to upgrade your Gear S, just tap the Install button on the bottom. You'll get a pop-up warning you that your Gear S will restart and start updating. Tap OK to start the install. I tapped the Home button here, but you don't need to do that. It was just a coincidence that the download started right when I touched the button. This update takes over 5 minutes, so I suggest either walking away and doing something else, or keeping the Gear S on your wrist and periodically looking at it to see how far along the install is. Just remember not to shut off your phone while the Gear S is downloading the update, because it's downloading directly from your phone. Also, the closer you keep the devices, the faster the download will go. Once the update finishes, your Gear S will reboot and take you back to the home screen. Your Gear S is now fully set up. It may take some time for the Gear S to reconnect to your phone the first time after this update. But if you have any issues, just reopen the Gear Manager app and reconnect the Gear S to your phone manually. Once your Gear S is paired with your phone again, you'll get a bunch of options in the Gear Manager app to modify the Gear S. But that's for another video. If you guys have any questions on the Gear S, let me know in the comments below and I'll answer them in my upcoming guides. Also, if you haven't seen my Note 4 guides, you can check those out by clicking the video link or the link in the description. Up next for the Gear S are battery life and charge times, as well as a 1-week Gear S only challenge where I put away my phone and use only the Gear S for all of my smartphone needs for an entire work week to see if the Gear S really can be a smartphone replacement. If that sounds intriguing to you, be sure to subscribe to be notified right when those videos get posted. That's it for this Techisode. I'll see you guys in the next one.